Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at that. Welcome to another excitingly mediocre Let's Play part of Let's Play Wallace and Gromit Fright of the Bumblebees. The story so far. I presume you know. If you don't, look at the last episode. Might be a good call. So, I believe we left off right here. And we need to get some flowers from Miss Versnickety-bitch. Felicity Flit, I think her name is. If I remember, something like that.
Cricket bat.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure he'll get over it. I think I remember what those do, but I don't want to do that just yet.
I suppose I should have planted the seeds first.
I suppose.
Oh, you want me to actually do it? Okay. I thought she was just being a bitch. Okay.
There now, with hard work and a little luck, you should have a nice bed of flowers in 2 or 3 months.
I can't wait 2 or 3 months. I've got a deadline. This evening.
Oh, you poor simple man. Nothing grows that quickly.
I wonder.
Oh, you bitch.
Rex
Oh.
Armstrong's quick grow muscle formula. Watch them sprout in seconds. If it works on people, perhaps I could adapt it to work on flowers. 3 miracle ingredients. Grow-team, Energize, Strongium. Well, I need a miracle, and fast. Shouldn't be too tricky to knock up a batch myself. Then we'll see who's got the grandest garden in West Wallaby Street. The hive will be humming in no time.
Right. So I have to get 3 things to make my flowers grow proper big like. I don't want to go back there. Fuck that noise. This guy. This guy.
Caught you! Can't take an old soldier by surprise.
Morning, Major Crumb.
It is, if you don't mind enemy invasions.
I beg your pardon.
Didn't you get my message? Received intelligence of a major air assault. Expect the sirens to sound any minute. Hope you know where your nearest air raid shelter is.
I do recall something about that, but Major Crumb, are you sure you're not mistaken?
I know. I've made predictions before, but I'm not crying wolf. This time, I've got proof.
Okie doke.
The jar?
It's what's inside the jar that counts. Incontrovertible evidence that the enemy is on the move.
Does it? I can only see a snail.
Of course it's a snail. But what's she trying to tell us? That's the important thing.
What is she trying to tell us?
Look at her, man. She's retreated into her shell in the middle of the day. And that means only one thing. It means she knows trouble is about to strike from the heavens. Law of nature, Wallace. Learned it in France during the war. Never wrong yet.
Yeah.
Good man, Wallace. I see you at least appreciate the seriousness of the situation. Now, spread the word. If people don't believe what an old soldier has to say, perhaps they'll listen to the snail.
Yeah, we're more interested about what's in the case.
You're looking at my case, aren't you, Wallace?
Well, I suppose I was, Major.
Bet you'd like to know what's inside.
I am curious, yes.
Ha! This case is packed full of government-issue protein bars.
Protein.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
tasty. They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace.
And that, my friend, is what happens. You have to, well, see if you can work it out while I go down to the high street with my boy Wallace. I'm going to grab me one of those, because they could be helpful. There you go.
Ah, Mr. Wallace.
Ah, shite.
Looks like... Can it really be cheese?
Indeed it is, Wallace. Wensleydale, your favourite?
Am I to take it that these are...
Yes, 3 samples. Go on, duck in.
Don't mind if I do, Mr. Paneer. One for now. And one for later.
As you've probably guessed, Wallace is a bit of a
Forget
cheese...
Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset.
Yep. Wallace is a bit of a cheese madman.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business? So, Wallace, in the honey business now, I hear.
Oh, you've heard the buzz, have you?
Oh, indeed I have. It's all over town.
It'll never get off the ground. Stupid idea, if you ask me.
And nobody did.
Couldn't get honey out of a honey jar, that one.
Excuse my husband. He's a right misery gut sometimes.
Yeah, you see, they have an interesting relationship, but I'm not complaining.
So, might you be interested in signing up for my honey deliveries, Mrs. Gabberley? Fresh daily.
Oh, I should say so. I'm partial to a spot of honey for my tea.
Where's the money? We'll never see honey for tea, or breakfast for that matter.
Oh, shut up, you. Wallace knows what he's doing. He's got a head for business.
Is that a head? I took it for a parsnip.
Pay him no mind.
He's my favourite character.
Ta-ra! Bye then.
Bye.
I noticed you received my petition for early release of the Sniffer 3000, Constable Dibbins.
Yes, and I notice it's attracted the signatures of just one man and his dog.
We're only appealing for natural justice.
But your blinking cheese detector thingamy, what do you call it, destroyed an entire grocery store.
Teething problems. It's still only a prototype.
A prototype? It's a villain, if you ask me. A diabolical device. You can see that in its face.
My machine isn't evil, Constable Dibbins. It's just got a short fuse and a few loose nuts.
We'll see. I'm going to formally interview this glorified tin can of yours, and if it can convince me that it's not a menace to society, then perhaps I'll release it into your custody.
This is one of those puzzles what you need to do. Obviously, I can't do it right
You
now.
there, prisoner. Kindly look at me when I'm talking to you. I was right about this heap of scrap. It's wired for wickedness. We've had our little chat.
And?
I'm afraid there's no talking to your sniffer. Hardwired for criminality, I'd say. If it isn't Wallace. I had a notion you'd be nosing round the police
Shut up.
station this morning.
I'm trying to give commentary. I don't actually like Constable Dibbins that much as a character, mostly because there already exists a police constable, PC Mac, in the universe of Wallace and Gromit, and he's pretty boss hog, and I really like him.
Must be awfully hot under that helmet, I reckon. A sunny day like today.
It's a trifle sweltering, yes. But danger and discomfort are all in the line of duty for an officer of the law, though most folk don't appreciate it.
You gotta put the cheese in his helmet. There you go. And then I think there's something else you've got to do. Before, what have I got on me? Nothing of particular interest. Great. A joyous sign. I'm gonna go back to no, I'm not, because it's not that way. Obviously, follow the sign.
Well, did you do as I
Jesus,
asked?
go away, you swine! Ugh. And then she's just a bitch. You see, I don't like much of the characters in this game. Like, I mean, there are better characters that already exist in the Wallace and Gromit universe. So I don't understand why this is a thing that exists. Why there are so many new characters who just kind of suck.
Cold toast. Shame to let it go to waste.
Wonder if that'll come in handy. Be odd if it did. But then again, what do you expect?
Running a bit low on Wensleydale.
What have we got in here?
Nice cup of strontium tea ought to spark up the old grey matter. Hey, bring that back, you thieving rascal.
You'd think
Hold
he'd.
on a minute. Strontium.
Yep.
That's one of the ingredients in Rex Armstrong's Quick Grow Muscle formula. I need that tea bag.
Alright, let's you might want to shut the fridge, dude. There you go. I mean, seriously, leaving that open can't be good for you. Not particularly bothered in going down there, because, you know, I don't see the point. As of right now, there's the little cheeky fucker.
Oi, come back here, you thieving rascal. That's my tea bag.
I won't have you threatening that dear little creature. Not while he's in my garden. You've come buzzing back, Mr. Wallace. As a bee to a blossom, eh?
It's been up to you, love. Fuck you.
No flowers in here. Here you are, little fella. Try some toast.
Yes, do feed him. I'm sure the little mite's hungry.
Oh, you clumsy.
What are you looking for exactly?
Grab it!
You're persistent in your attentions this morning, Mr. Wallace.
Perhaps you'd like to give the purple pansies a sniff. You'd have to, lean over, of course, but...
I see no point in leaning over and sniffing my purple pansies. I'm giving them the cold shoulder until they decide to shape up and bloom for me.
They say that the blooms lower down on the plant give off a sweeter scent.
Is that so?
Yes. You'll discover if you lean way down
The
that...
topmost blooms are perfectly adequate to my needs, thank you.
Why? Why is she such a bitch? Alright, I don't know. I'm unsure as to what to do now. Because I kind of need that tea bag. You know what I'm saying? Do I put a snail?
Back again, Mr. Wallace? I'm flattered.
I don't think she'd appreciate that very much.
It's kind of the point. I mean, she's kind of a bitch.
I don't think
Yeah, right.
I realise this may seem a trifle irregular, but Major Crumb insisted I show you this. It's... oh.
A snail? In my garden? Have you lost your mind, Wallace?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Sorry about that. It appeared there was a phone ringing during that. I'll probably try and cut that, but no promises. Wait, so is that all the snow was good for? Well then how the fuck do I get the bloody, come here.
I wonder, Miss Flit, if you would be so kind as to, hand me that tea bag.
Tea bag, Mr. Wallace? What tea bag?
The one on your,
Are you feeling quite well, Mr. Wallace?
I actually have no idea what to do with that, so I think we're going to leave that for now. My game
Have
isn't
you
saved.
brought it, Mr. Wallace?
What do you want?
Mr. Wallace, I've got something for you.
much obliged.
Oh, that's the map. I can, like, walk.
Forget, Mr. Wallace. 50 gallons by sunset.
I know. I know.
Well. Look who's back.
Fucking hell.
Return to the scene of the crime, have we?
On that note, I'm off. Come on, Wallace. Come on, Wallace. Come on, Wallace. There we go. Good boy. I've apparently got nothing in my inventory of use right now.
I wonder where Major Crumb disappeared to.
Hey, I like how he came in here as well. What the fuck? Alright, what you got down there?
Wallace! Thank heavens you made it to the shelter! I'd given you up for lost. Caught in the crossfire, were you?
No. No, I wasn't. Actually, I'm somewhat clueless as to what I'm supposed to accomplish.
Stop pacing about, Wallace! You're making the rest of the men nervous.
Any breakthroughs on the honey front, Gromit?
I see you've met Private Gromit. Fine soldier, that lad. Never speaks out of turn.
Right.
You've got to get your mind off the carnage up there. Would you like to hear one of my old war stories? I'd help pass the time.
Well, I hate to,
Of course you would. I brought visual aids.
Aha.
What a face!
That's me kitted out for heavy combat. That helmet took many a dent before the war was through. Without it, I could have become seriously loopy.
Take my advice, Wallace. Never go into battle without a regulation helmet like the one in this picture.
I can still see.
Who's that fellow?
That's me as a young recruit, off to basic training. How I cried when they cut off my golden curls. But I cheered up as soon as they issued me with a beautiful set of dog tags. Dashed useful dog tags. If you happen to forget your rank or name, you've got it right there. Never go into battle without your dog tags, Wallace. 3 weeks.
This is hinting at things that you need to get him.
Now, there's a sight.
That's me posing with Mother next to my 40mm bolters. Look at the size of that monster. Big Betty, we called her. The gun, not my mother.
Sounds like you were quite a soldier, Major Crumb.
Well, Wallace, why the past tense?
Oh dear.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Something you civilians will never grasp. And I'd be happy to prove it by charging into the fray. That is,
If I were recommissioned and had a proper helmet with a cute little brim, and if I could find someone to take charge of this shelter and distribute the protein bars.
Okay. I found something.
ouch! What did you expect, Wallace? You can't snatch a soldier's helmet like that and not hear about it.
Oh, you are something else entirely, ain't you, bastard? Right, play this. I know what to do here. I remember. So we'll come flooding back.
My workers are very devoted to their queen.
It's almost weird. Dibs, bitch! Right, and now we get the dog tags, which are located upstairs. They're in here, I think?
So that's where the dog tags went. I'm sure Gromit will be glad to get them back.
Gromit won't be getting them back, me old mate. I reckon we'll be, giving them to bloody Major
You
Crumb.
see, Private Gromit, I told you he'd make it back to us alive. Our Wallace is a fighter. Bagged a few of those blighters, did you?
No. Ah! This guy. Here's a helmet.
I thought you might find this useful, Major Crumb.
A helmet? By George, Wallace, there's nothing like a good helmet. Makes a fellow want to put himself in the path of projectiles. If you know what I mean. But I haven't been recommissioned.
There you have.
I found these in the hall, Major Crumb.
Dog tags! I've been recommissioned! Bound to heaven, of course. Can't leave good military material sitting on the shelf. My place is in the treasures. By thunder! I'm a soldier again! Sir George is ready for his dragon! And yet, duty compels me to remain here. No one else to guard the protein bars. Confounded sense of duty.
Let's defer to Gromit.
Gromit could do the job.
Private Gromit? Can I entrust my precious cache of gluten bars to a Pongo? Perhaps so. He's proven himself a trusty foot soldier. Yes. If I am called away to the front, I'd feel comfortable leaving Private Gromit in charge. Good heavens! I shouldn't be skulking around in a cellar like a frightened rat. I'm a soldier, by thunder! Private Gromit, I hereby appoint you officer commanding this air raid shelter. Killer, you pass out the rations. I've got a war to win. Charge!
Yeah, he's a bit bloody mad, this one, isn't he?
Now to get my hands on a protein bar. Gromit!
Ooh, you prick. Ooh, Gromit. Ooh, my feelings. Right, you give me one.
Request dispensation of protein bars, soldier.
Thank you. And I'm out. Yes! Look at that. One down. So... is there something in here I can use? I really doubt it, but... I suppose I could not to look. Something in here to get the tea bag off what's her name?
Me porridge gun. Could prove fatal if it fell into inexperienced hands.
Are you hinting?
Oops.
That's what I was hoping, but I was hoping it would hit the thing. So, never mind. I
might find the answer to my problems here, but searching through these books would take me all day.
Yeah, probably. Never mind then. I honestly just don't know. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the part here, so join me in the next excitingly mediocre part of Let's Play Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures, Fright of the Bumblebees, in order to see what happens next. See you then!